KwaZulu-Natal Premier Sihle Zikalala is calling for unity in his volatile province that's plagued by political killings. KZN's youngest premier was inaugurated today and has appointed his provincial executive. Well, he joins me now from our Durban studios. Good evening, Premier. Thank you very much for your time. Of course, to raise concern over killings and violence in your province is one thing, but to have a plan is to actually know exactly what to do. Do you have a plan?
Good evening, Vuyo and the viewers. We have a plan. The plan, firstly, is to identify all issues raised by the Commission of Mwerane and ensure that those issues are implemented to the fullest. Secondly, the plan is to continue engaging with the Minister of Police to ensure that the National Task Team that is investigating issues of political killings is supported, and with a number of things, including ensuring that investigations are thorough, investigations, once they are done, witnesses are protected, and there is a quick and a speed prosecution. Now, we will work out based on that to support all initiatives that are aiming to deal with the issue of political killings. But one of the things also that we want to deal is to ensure stability and peaceful environment in the whole province of KwaZulu-Natal, not only in the political front alone. We want to deal with violence in various areas where you find that there are still tension between certain communities. And in some areas, you will see that there is a high level of crime, and that crime is so violent, and it includes rapes, it includes killing of people. So we would want to create a peaceful province, grow the economy, and expedite service delivery.
Well, some observers say part of the problem or part of the reason you're not winning the war against political killings in particular is the ANC's internal politics, where people are playing politics, and as a result, the people against whom allegations get leveled simply because people are fighting political battles, and as a result, the law enforcement agencies can't really get to the bottom of the problem. Your thoughts?
Within the police, the law enforcement agencies are operating independent of political influence. They should ensure thorough investigation, prosecute anyone without any fear or favor, and that's what we want. We'll also want to ensure that all agencies are stabilized in the province and to have a strong law enforcement machinery in all areas and in the provincial level. Because you cannot have an allegation that says police are unable to deal with criminals because of political interference. Those who interfere must be also charged for that, because that undermines law. So what we are saying is that police must be independent, deal with these cases thoroughly, and people who are involved must be prosecuted.
Now, I'm looking here at a report we're carrying a story on this evening. And among the data one has been able to extrapolate from the report is that the highest prevalence, HIV prevalence in Africa is at Mgungundlovu District Municipality in your province. Just your thoughts about how you're going to deal with the issue of HIV in the province in particular?
We are having a comprehensive plan to deal with issues of social ills and issues like HIV and AIDS. Firstly, it is to encourage people to ensure that they know their status, but secondly, to behave, be faithful to their partners, or at least to use protective measures. We also have to ensure that we address the issue of young people to have a behavior, instill a culture and a behavior that seek to promote healthy lifestyle, including protected sex. We will be going all out to campaign and to create an awareness around this issue.
Water is, of course, another problem which obviously has to do with service delivery. Any thoughts about how you're going to deal with this problem?
Well, we must firstly commend the work that has been done on the provision of services, especially the basic services in the province. I think it is good that there are areas where we can claim that now we've got 100% electricity connection. With regard to the issue of water, the province has been doing very well. However, due to challenges such as drought, challenges of infrastructure that is aging and is dilapidated, we have regress. So we will be entering in a process of assessing comprehensively shortages, areas that have no access to clean water and from the taps, and ensure that we develop mechanisms to have interventions. What we also want to address is this issue of using trucks which goes to distribute water. We will want to ensure that we intervene and have means of ensuring that people get clean, potable water in all areas.
Premier, I've got to let you go. We've run out of time, but I have to ask you this. One couldn't help but notice that neither the SACP provincial chairperson nor the provincial secretary of the party are in your cabinet. Is this not going to affect relations between you and your alliance partner in the province?
Well, I think you are raising quite an important point, but there have been an engagement around that issue, and how we manage that, and there will still be engagement within the alliance about the representation of the alliance, not only at an executive level, but in the whole government and the legislature in KwaZulu-Natal. Notwithstanding the reality that the senior leadership in the form of the secretary and the chairperson are not in the executive, there are other comrades who are serving or who have served in the SACP leadership who are part of the executive council.
Okay, that's where we're going to leave it for now. Thanks very much for your time, KwaZulu-Natal Premier Sihle Zikalala.